What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I've got another random and creepy TikTok for you guys on the internet. Check this one out.
Justin Bieber is maxed out. Look how he's ice grilling paparazzi. He ain't playing with them at all. Shh, shut up!
Thank you, JB, bro. But why do you thank me? Because you're the best, bro. Thank me, bro. No, thank you. Disrespectful. Thank me, because I'm not asking you to be here. You know what I mean? Okay, brother. I'm just saying. I'm just saying thank you for everything you do for us. But I'm saying I don't want you to be here. So when you thank me, it's disrespectful.
You heard Justin. When you thank him, it's disrespectful. He didn't ask you to be here. Justin Bieber is getting funnier and funnier. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all remember that video with the paparazzi? Money, 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 money. That's all you want, money, 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 money. Bro, what do you expect? That's their job. And you're a celebrity. You know how this goes, Justin. Come on. Justin done had enough. He's pissed. We miss this Justin. Happy, smiling with his girlfriend. Now it seems like he's always mad. I get it, bro. You've been through a lot. I understand, bro. Trust me. We understand. But come on, man. Just chill out. It's not a game. Now, I don't know what to do if I see Justin. So I say what's up? Or he's gonna be like, did I tell you to say what's up? It's disrespectful. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just letting everybody know that Justin Bieber has been pissed off lately and he's just expressing himself, but he's one of my favorite artists. I like this guy. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I gotta go.
Yo, the man's a superstar. I would say leave Justin alone. Yeah, there are times the paparazzi will always be running to him. But man, the guy had enough. It's been years now. He doesn't have any privacy like we do. So obviously, he will get fed up. Wherever he goes, even going to the shitter, people are following him. So I think any person in a normal mind would also act like that at a later stage. You can be nice to everybody, but sometimes there's boundaries to everything.
Can I blow your mind right now? Okay. If the center of the Earth is hot, why is the bottom of the ocean cold? Right, let that sink in. So you're closer to the source of the Earth's heat, but the water is colder. It doesn't make sense. So Chris and I were talking about this because we were flying to see our sister last summer and we're going over the ocean. And he said, make it make sense, Chris. Scientists expect us to believe that the center of the Earth is 100% pure lava, which is liquid fire. You can look this up. So shouldn't the bottom of the ocean be boiling water? Well, it's not. It's cold water. So there's only one explanation for this. There's only one explanation. And that is that the center of the Earth is actually frozen. And if this is a hard thing to believe, you just have to look to the evidence. And who gives us the evidence? The same scientists that try to tell us that the center of the Earth is hot. Okay, so if you really want to go down this rabbit hole with me, ask yourself why 50% of scientists say that the dinosaurs were killed by the Ice Age, and the other 50% say it was because of volcanic eruptions. Well, if the center of the Earth is frozen, what comes out of a volcano? I think you know where I'm going with this.
What do you guys believe?
So you mean not only are mermaids real, but the elites eats them?
Buddy, they not just eat them, they harvest them.
Harvest, like farm them?
Exactly. Private sea pens, hidden under islands you'll never find on Google Maps.
Come on.
Look up naval logs from the 1600s. Fish women sightings were common, right? Then suddenly, nothing. You know why? Royals started buying them. First one was sold in the 1730s. So a Rothschild said her flesh gave him visions. Slowed aging.
Bro, what?
Think about it. Why are the richest people always connected to marine research? Why are some islands complete no-fly zones, not military, private? Seasteading, they call it.
Hey, but how does no one know?
They do, but it's buried deep. Anyone who gets too close disappears. Boats vanish, divers drown. You ever seen what's left of a mermaid after a ritual dinner? Nothing.
My God.
For entertainment purpose only.
Why does Donald Trump keep showing up with the same bruise on his right hand, y'all? Exact same spot. The bruise first popped up during his meeting with Micron in February. And then again, it just popped up in April, y'all. The same spot. If you ask me, that's not normal. And that shit don't even look normal, y'all. Then you got people coming up with the dumbest excuse talking about that's because he out there shaking too many people's hands. Their hands might be strong or big and they probably bruise his hand. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no way a bruise is gonna be left on your hand from giving handshakes. Ain't no way. Oh, you gonna say cause he old? That can't be the case cause y'all saying he old and he shaking people's hands or he might have hit it on something. No. Show up in the same exact spot, the same size and everything. Same color, same everything. That shit look like he been putting an IV in that joint, or it could be a medical condition. I don't know. He never fully addressed it, but he had medical people come out saying, oh, he is fine, he's perfectly healthy, his cholesterol down, blah, 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 blah. All I'm saying is, that bruise is not a regular bruise. Something ain't right. So what do y'all think it is? Let me know down below in the comments. This shit crazy, fool.
Let's not jump into conclusion. It might just be a medical condition that the guy have.
NASA said there's water on Mars. We just seen Elon Musk post a photo saying we got to send astronauts to investigate these square structures that are being photographed on Mars. 2029, he's sending a starship with robots on it. The F-22 is the most advanced fighter jet that we got. We won't even see no more human pilots in fighter jets no more. Where does that leave us as a species when we can't work together collectively to stop destroying the only planet that we have to live, and then you bring in artificial intelligence that they're spending billions of dollars on? You know what the Turing test is? The Turing test is a test that they give artificial intelligence to see, do they have the same capacity as this geniuses we have in our society? The AI is passing the Turing test.
Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. Our trains crawl compared to those in other parts of the world. Our cars do not fly. Advances have not stopped, but something has gone wrong. Stagnation was a choice, but we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow, and improve productivity.
Wait. Did you just say that we can manipulate time and space? So if that shit is true, so they've been doing it for a very, very long time. Come on. Must be true.
So you mean there are tunnel networks that lead to underground cities built for the elites?
Look, buddy, not just tunnels, whole abandoned subway systems, old mining shafts, even natural cave networks, right? They're all connected. You ever wonder why people vanish in caves and no one ever finds a trace? It's not bad luck. It's access points for the underground city. Back in the 50s, there were rumors the government repurposed abandoned subways under major cities, NYC, LA, even Denver, to build emergency shelters. But those shelters, they kept growing, right, buddy? Now they're full-blown underground cities. That hiker who went missing in the Ozarks, the spelunker who never came back from Kentucky's cave systems, all filed as accidents. Just assume they weren't supposed to see what they saw. This whole underground city is the only place that is not under experiments, those earthquakes, tsunami, you get my point, right? For entertainment purpose.
This Elmo is proof that demons can attach themselves to anything. Watch this, y'all.
Why is it going upstairs? So there was this mom and this child brought home, it was a big life-size Elmo balloon. And she noticed that every single time it was in like the farthest corner, maybe it was in upstairs, it would always make its way to the entrance of like the basement, right? Yeah.
This is insane.
Basement or something. She takes another video. The balloon literally into the basement now because the child is following it. Andrew.
No, that thing is possessed.
Look how big that is. Oh, shit. And it's just floating towards her. Oh, nah. Look, wait. It turns. Is this AI? No, it's not AI, fam. What? No,
that thing
actually
is
it gets to the top of the stairs and freezes right when it gets to her. Yeah, it's picking up pins. No, popping that.
Get rid of that thing. That thing is the new Chucky. This just goes to show that nothing is off limits when it comes to demonic beings and possession. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Stay weird.
According to me, a demon can only possess any living thing, something like that. I might be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. But that thing that just showed that balloon, my God, I would get rid of them ASAP. I would fucking stab that thing. Just blow it down. Just get it out of my house. Because that shit is just creepy.
Fame destroyed her life, so she's not releasing any more albums.
My dream wasn't to become famous or just to be on television. It was to become a very successful artist, and that's what I'm about.
Back in 2007, Rihanna was already saying she was going to become the Black Madonna, except back then, she probably had no idea what that really meant. In 2016, when everything seemed to be going perfectly for her, she had just reached her goal. Even Madonna herself had fully validated her. And then, out of nowhere, Rihanna suddenly unfollowed Madonna on Instagram. Normally, no one does that. No one just stops following their idol without a real reason after 11 years of grinding. But Rihanna did. The real question is why. And we can ask the same thing about her music. Someone like Rihanna doesn't just walk away from music overnight, especially not without giving a deeper explanation. There's a reason behind every choice she made, but if she ever decides to tell the truth, some of the biggest names in the industry will fall.
I want to do it so bad, and I just had it in my head, that's gonna happen. I always said before, by the time I'm 18, I want to be a singer.
And now, you're paying the price. Selling your soul.
The government doesn't want you to know that some people have superpowers. Watch this, y'all. This is insane. I don't see any strings, anything that could be helping him levitate this napkin. I've never seen anybody else do something like this. It looks like he's using just energy to manipulate this napkin. This man is a modern day wizard, y'all. So, do y'all think this is just camera magic, or is this guy legit? Maybe he's 1 in 1 billion that can actually do something like this. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay weird.
I was trying to look for any strings, trying to see whether I can see strings on the side or one in the middle maybe. But I'm also carefully watching his hands and I can't see anything. So how he's doing that trick, it's amazing. Or it's either telekinesis. Telekinesis exists, so guy could have some special powers.
Secret Pizza Party. Pepper, then you're gonna love this book. Here, Sebastian, look. The end.
If the children only knew.
Did y'all catch all the subliminals in the video that the Commander-in-Chief posted last night? There's actually a bunch of them, so we're gonna go through them, but first I'll let you see it, and yes, he really did post this. The very first thing it says, he's coming to set them free. He's bringing the light for all them to see while the sun rises. But now let's take a deep dive, and this will shock you. First off, who is that right there? He's actually seen 2 or 3 times in the video, making it purposeful. Do y'all notice anything weird about the dancers here? Let me show you how strategic this is. Do you see the crescent moon at the top of that tower right there? This literally means a spiritual new beginning and new hope. But hope in who? Yes, we see gold trumps all over the video. And I do mean all over the video. But wait, that's not all. Take a look at this picture right here. What is this? Oh wait, that's not a chandelier, that's a pyramid with an obvious eye in the top. See, people think it's just AI, not understanding that AI has to be meticulously programmed to do certain things. Like this right here. Did I mention more aisles of Trump? Now what is this right here? The Trump people are gonna be mad, but look, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Y'all love my scrutiny and digging when it comes to other people, but just not your guy. So again, what was this? It's a goat. The same exact goat reference we keep seeing. Yes, this is real. This is real. This is real. The goat with gold horns, hoofs, and a tail. They will say yes, the greatest of all time, but you know why the industry uses the goat. And if Obama or anyone else used the goat, you would scream Baphomet. But because he does it, by the way, the money says in Trump we trust, right? Ta-da, they're trying to put him on the money, a new $250 bill. And yes, it's real. It's all real. They are trying to bring forth revelation themselves. The demon in London holding the bowl. We know the angels pour out the bowls of wrath, but everything's inverted with them. I'm telling y'all, we're being bamboozled. Let me know what y'all think below.
I don't even know what to say regarding that. What is your guys' take on it?
What if I told you oil is not rare? It's not even from dead things. It's the second most common liquid on this earth. Putting a price on oil is like pricing a bucket of rainwater. It's everywhere. No digging, no cost. Back then, they were practically scooping it off the surface. But here's where the game begins. To make money, real money, they had to trick the world. They had to make oil look rare, make you think it's almost gone. So in 1892, a little science meeting in Geneva happened. Rockefeller, the oil king himself, sent in his own people. Those scientists decided oil was made from once living things. That one word, organic. It changed everything. Suddenly oil became fossil fuel. A lie dressed up in science. Want proof? No actual fossil has ever been found below 16,000 feet. Yet we drill oil at 30,000 feet every day. That's twice as deep. So tell me, how is it from dead plants and dinosaurs? They created the myth so you'd believe oil is a treasure, running out fast, but it's not. The earth doesn't make oil once. It keeps making it. But the price? That they control. A world price, they call it. Not based on truth, but control. They fooled the world and we pay the price, literally, every time we fill up.
This is just a theory, not a fact.
True right there. That's the truth.
April 24, 2025. It might be the day history bends. And what's truly chilling, The Simpsons may have shown it to us long ago. In an obscure episode, the family stumbles upon a surreal funeral. The casket, a man nearly identical to Donald Trump. Around him, stone-faced politicians stand frozen, and behind them, a dusty grandfather clock stopped exactly at 4:21, a detail fans now obsess over. At the time, it seemed like just another dark Simpsons gag. But today, political tension in the U.S. is reaching a boiling point. Whispers online claim something big is set to happen, not just to a man, but to the nation's balance of power. Some point to April's history of conflict and turning points. Others see patterns, too many patterns. Now the internet is ablaze with clips from that episode, freeze frames of that clock, theories tying it all to financial instability, hidden elites, and a mysterious Event 421 mentioned in redacted government leaks. Coincidence? A warning? Do you believe The Simpsons were trying to tell us something? Comment 421 if you think this date hides a secret too big to ignore.
Man, we should take note of The Simpsons.
The Pope Francis death. The more that you look at it, the wilder it gets. Because at this point, we might not just be talking about Pope Francis' death. We might be talking about the last Pope. And all the signs are there. So let's start from this. The death certificate said that Pope Francis died from a stroke and a heart failure. But then at the same time, they said he was in a coma. A coma, bruh? Now we seen Pope Francis on Easter Sunday, waving at the crowd, giving little blessings, talking and doing all this stuff, y'all. He even met with J.D. Vance. And then the next day, he's gone? How was he in a coma if he met with J.D. Vance that night? Y'all ever notice that powerful people meet right before something major happened? Let that sink in for a second. Why J.D. Vance? Why was he the one to go meet with the Pope? They say they were talking about humanitarian stuff. But why JD Vance? I'm just asking the questions, y'all. He meets with him. The next day, he's gone. JD Vance even seemed to notice that he was in better health. Because y'all remember, he was in the hospital for 38 days with double pneumonia. That's what they had said. And y'all remember, it was times where all the news outlets was saying that he was going to pass that one night where he just got so sick, so ill. People was praying for him. And he made it through the next day. People was like, it's a miracle. They said he even had nights where he was choking on his own vomit, y'all. And he overcame all of that. They said they wanted him to rest for 2 months because he was going to be extremely ill still. But he said, no, I'm finna do God's work. I'm finna go out Easter. I'm feeling good. I feel great, actually. He felt great enough to go on the Pope Mobile. He felt great enough to give people blessings, to even have a little meeting with JD Vance. And all of a sudden, he's gone. Now, let's get into this prophecy part. In the 1500s, St. Malachy made a list of 112 popes. He said it will only be 112. And after the 112th one passes, there will be no more. That's it, y'all. He said the end of time, Judgment Day, Rome falls. So do y'all want to guess the number that Pope Francis was? Malachy said the final pope will be known as Peter the Roman, that he will lead the church into tribulations, chaos, and destruction. And some say that Francis was Peter in disguise, Jesuit, but Latin American, but took the name Francis from Saint Francis of Assisi, who was born in Rome. But y'all tell me, is that a reach or is that the road? So with all of this taking place this year, y'all remember he opened the holy door too. The holy door is like a spiritual reset switch. And the church only opened them during rare jubilee years. A lot of people say when he opened the door, he welcomed people in to make it to the other side, for people to ask for forgiveness and etc. But then you got people that said when that door opened, that was the judgment. So around that same time that he opened the holy door, it was talks, whispers, that he also was gone down in the Vatican vault where he was not supposed to go. It's an underground archive that holds forbidden text, and it is locked, and it's supposed to be sealed. But like I said, I heard the whispers that he was finna unlock some of them documents. We're gonna play the hypothetical, because like I said, I don't know if it's real or not, but that's what I heard. But what if he did in fact go down to that vault and he seen some things that he was finna share with the world? And before he could do that, he ultimately passed. So let's lay this out. The death certificate said coma, but we all seen him alive the day before. A meeting with JD Vance said they were talking about humanitarian stuff. No full explanation other than that. Early on, he opened the holy doors. They say he started looking into the Vatican vault. And then boom, he's gone now. And the prophecy said that he will be the last pope. So if Pope Francis was the 112th pope, and there's supposedly not supposed to be another one, what comes after that, y'all? They didn't say that, but what do you think? So can y'all believe it was just a peaceful death? Or can you ask yourself, why him? Why after he met with JD Vance? And why after Easter Sunday? The prophecy said that Peter the Roman will lead during destruction. So if Pope Francis was really that guy, then the clock is already...
It's religions and how they doing things. Timing is everything. There could be a reason that it has to happen at that specific time. And it's all symbolism and there's meanings behind everything that they do. this could be one of them.
Nope, this was never supposed to happen, as unearthly things are now coming out of hiding and everything we know about our world is going to completely end. People were shocked after scientists at Berkeley had just completely proved that our planet is not real and everything and everyone around us are not actually there, with many scientists scared of what this could mean and if this is the end of our reality. 5 participants were taken into a lab with lasers shot into their eye, and very shortly after, each and every one of them had their faces turn pale white, and they are the last 5 people to ever see it. With scientists naming this new color Olo and warning that not only is this color on screen not real and can only be seen in a lab with lasers, but this means what we see can be completely altered at any point with lasers. And if anyone has access to this technology, it will change what's real for us.
He is one of just 5 people who's actually seen this color. First of all, what does it look like?
It's a more intense blue-green than anything I've ever seen before. It's because it's more intense than any blue-green you can see in the natural world.
However, this can also help those who have sensory issues.
You guys are not ready for what he is about to tell you.
Great TikTok because like shit is getting real now. We found this like little pond that's like north of an arroyo, and this thing is filled with kids' backpacks. And there's like if you dig down,
it's like
there's backpacks. There's little kids' backpacks here.
Don't be too loud.
Like there are kids' fucking backpacks here. So we just hit a point where we found like our 5th backpack or bag after finding that boot. And yeah, we're done. We're gonna head back to the property.
I strongly suggest that you go over to his page and go down the rabbit hole a little bit, but the TLDR is that he has found some horrific things on his property, specifically a human femur bone, that of a child, that was sawed in half. From what I understand, the local law enforcement has been taking it seriously, but once they contacted the FBI, they shut him down. And now, as far as I understand, they are threatening to take his property away. And really, how much more evil can you get? These are children. These are children that are being brought over here for God knows what, and nobody in positions of power seems to care. So if you guys think the government cares about you, I got a bridge to sell you. I wish nothing but the best for this gentleman and his family. Hopefully everything works out.
That's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Please, those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Like and subscribe to my channel and support me from the way up. Peace and love to you guys.